I am 28 years old. I'm a proud American, and I love my country, and I will die fighting for this country. I will shed my blood if I have to.
Me too.
I am not scared, and I think we're at the point now, if we don't actually stand up and use our voices and we let the fear control us, we are going to keep coming back here and just talking. Enough talk. Where's Bill Post? Where's our representatives that I see on Facebook saying, no, Trump lost? These are traitors. These are people who are not true Americans. So when Bill Post is out there talking shit about us, when we're his constituents, what the hell is going on? I voted for Bill Post, and I'm ashamed. I thought I could trust the guy. He seemed like a pretty good dude, you know, but he said what he had to say to get the vote. And that's all they do, is they talk and talk and talk. And I'm sick of it. Trump is the first president out of the few other presidents I can mention who's actually made a great change in our country. And he is showing us how much our country forgot what it is to love our flag. And to, you know, we have people who have died. My cousin's in the Air Force, like I served in the Army, you know, and I got medically discharged because I hurt my foot. I would serve again if they would let me. Call me now. I will serve. I will join Space Force. I don't care. I want to serve. I want to fight. I want to back Trump up because he truly cares about us. He truly cares about us, and he does what he says he's going to do. And I literally have not, I've been awoken before, but to see Trump stand up for us and to point out the evil and to show us the fraud in the everything, the voting system, the schools, you go to the medical field, everything, Congress, everything is corrupt. We have Republicans who are not Republicans, people. We have Republicans who are traitors to China. Go look at Mitch, getting 25 million from his Chinese father-in-law. I'm telling you, these people are corrupt. And when he says the swamp runs deep, Trump asked us to go to DC. He's never asked us to do, he's only asked to do two things, to go out and vote and go to DC. This is war. And we're at the point where our country's at a breaking point. It's at a breaking point. California's back on lockdown, Washington too, Oregon's next. This is not a joke. I told people lockdowns are never gonna end. There's a new strain of the virus. It's all a scam. So we just have to stick together and wake up, people. So I appreciate you guys coming out here. My name's Randy, and I'm sorry I'm over here cussing all this stuff. I'm a nice guy, but I'm speaking up for you guys because I care. And I love you guys because I've lost people I love. I lost my career. I lost everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. All right, guys, if you turn around, we have...
Everybody look that way. Hold on.
1 minute. We have the American flag. We are going to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everybody walk under it that is not holding it, please. Walk under the flag.
My fiance is going to lead us in...
Miss Jane, Miss Jane.
All right, guys, here's Gina and the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your hats up.
No sticks, only hands.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Say, folks, my name is Ken. I'm 75 years old, okay? I've seen a lot of stuff go down in this country. I've seen segregation, desegregation. I've seen riots downtown because of Vietnam. I've seen the takeover of this country. I lived above the Arctic Circle for 10 years out of 16 in Alaska. I did not come back down here and think I was going to find home. This is not my home. This is not. This place has been destroyed. But you all know this. The only thing that I want to tell you is that Obama turned around and in 2016 he created a law, and what it did is it divided us. It divided us. Look at the divisions that have been caused. That guy was a great divider. Trump is trying to bring us back. He's for America. He's for us. But you know what? I want you to turn around and look at each other. And don't look at the color of their skin. They're Americans. Each and every one of you, you're here to take and fight for your rights. The only thing I got to say is this is not going to get any better. It's going to be worse. And you better stand up, grow some balls, and turn around and hit it.
All right, guys, so we got a couple other speakers. Yes.
I'll pause just for a second.
So I hope you guys are ready. You look at the map, what's red and what's blue. I think the red's going to take over this whole country, and that's what we need to do. Our next speaker is Carrie is going to speak. She's been waiting for about 25 minutes, so we're going to let her speak.
It's real quick. I am going to Washington, D.C. next week. I am going there to support Oregonians, intelligent, patriotic Oregonians, to support our country and to support Donald Trump. And I am so hoping that there are millions and millions of people that show up there.
There will be.
Hi, my name is Margot Logan. I ran for state representative this year, and what I'd like to encourage people to do is to work on the voter integrity project. Oregon is probably just as worse, as bad as the other ones. We have some IT guys who are ready. We can't get the precinct data from every precinct in Oregon. It's been shut down. So we need people to join the Trump voter integrity army. And well, we're talking about the software. And we're talking about like the Dominion kind of situations. And we have it here. I got barred as a poll watcher in Multnomah County. And another GOP poll watcher got expelled that night. I did the primary for 8 days, and I was asking too many questions. And so well, I know we're going to build an army to change that. We have to get the data, and we got to have the people who know how to read that data. And some of them are willing to teach us how to do it. So we have to go forward with a positive plan. So that's my message.
All right, guys, real quick, we're rolling the flag up. If anybody can go on and help to roll that up so it does not touch the ground.
Can I pet your dog?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Her name's Hope.
Hope? Hey, Popper? Yo, doesn't know what to think about all this, huh?
No, she just doesn't like the water.
Yeah. Hey, Popper dog. You like that butt scratch, don't you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, guys, mods or Discord peeps, can you...
Unite all the patriot groups under one banner. Because I'm telling you right now, without unity, we're done. Jesus Christ was the first to say it, and Abraham Lincoln seconded it. A house divided against itself cannot stand. So we need to unify as never before. Because y'all know it ain't going to get any easier, it's going to get rougher. And I just wanted to say to the officers here, okay, you guys, these aren't the enemy. I know some of you guys think they are, but they're not the enemy.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And someone said earlier very well, and I want to second that, I know that they'd much rather be on the side of the Patriots, okay?
Most of them.
They're in a very difficult spot. They are in a rock and a hard place. They have been placed between a tyrannical governor and we the people, the citizens.
But it's time they make a choice.
Squeeze between
And it's really it's the fan. Remember the Constitution.
You guys, I want you to know, okay, we're going to back you 100%.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Until you turn against us. So you guys have a choice to make, okay? And I'll tell you that right now, that choice is coming quicker than you think.
Oh, thank you.
Quicker than we all think.
Yes, it is.
So think well the choice you plan to make. from here on out. Because there's going to come a time, either you're for us or you're against us.
I have a few things I want to say. There's a lot of restaurants that are going to be opening up. They're going to need your support. They need to see your bodies in there buying meals.
Yes.
Showing them support.
Yep.
They really need that. Second thing I want to say is there's a lot of press here. That's fine. I respect their constitutional right to be here, and just like anybody else. But having said that, they have a responsibility before we the people to be honest. And even more important than that, they have a responsibility before the Lord God Almighty to be honest and
Excuse me.
in their reporting.
Can I pet your dog? What's his name?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. That's a good dog name for him.
I thought you had a diabetes thing on.
What was that?
Block Brown.
Oh no, it's a pocket knife and a flashlight.
Block Brown.
Oh, this clip? No, that's a little GoPro
Brown,
clip.
how about that?
Clip by GoPro on.
Defund K Brown.
Oh, hey buddy. Chewbacca.
From far away, it looked like a little diabetes.
Yeah, one of those little pumps. Yeah. Yeah, it just comes off so I can like clip it onto my helmet or something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, you want some?
Seems strange to anyone who looks at the media outlets who say a different story, but the internet and the social
Whole lot of Antifa press here today. Quite a bunch of them.
So I'm only 22 years old. My name is Benjamin Curtis. Yeah, I can't stand local either. Fair. Thanks.
Oh, look at that one. Can I pet your dogs?
Yeah, go ahead.
What are their names?
They're a bit weird, but Chex and Schmidt.
Chex and Smex? Oh, they're cold, huh?
She's skittish, but she's.
I'm a dog whisperer.
What are they saying?
They're saying they love it.
Yeah.
Which one's Mex?
This is Chex, like Chex Mix, and this is Schmex.
The one with the tongue hanging out is the Chex?
That's the puppy. The baby.
Oh, good guys.
Yeah, we have blankets in there. It's not warm.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
That guy is, I think that's an Antifa guy. Hey, what's up, man? What brings you out here today?
I'm just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, you part of the group here?
Not part of any group.
Not part of any group?
No.
You from up in Seattle?
No, I'm not from Seattle.
No? Seen you around before, I think.
Yeah. Are you
I'm Villain.
Villain? Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, man? Yeah, I think we talked before in Vancouver.
Up in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Friday that night.
Protest, like after the protest. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Stay safe, man.
Yeah, you too.
You're on.
Are streamers allowed here? Or are you good? Like.
Oh, I'm a streamer.
Oh, cool.
But you're on the other side though, aren't you?
I'm not on any side, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Yeah. All right, man. Just stay safe. Yeah, you can stream. So we believe in the freedom of the press, so the First Amendment. So.
Yeah. How you feeling about everything that's going on? What are your viewpoints on the changes? I know there's been a recent less back to blue vibe. I've even seen. I think I saw your video where you got like a ticket or something. So.
I never liked the back to blue thing from the beginning. When I got attacked by Antifa, and after seeing the riots for a couple months, I kind of wanted to give the cops a little bit more of a benefit of the doubt.
Right.
But then one of the things that started weirding me out was that there was kind of a groupthink at the Back to Blue events.
Right.
They were just unquestionably supporting police, and I was never down with that, so I kind of backed off from that. And then you saw what the police started doing recently, threw me in handcuffs because I was walking along the sidewalk. And then the police followed orders to bar us from entry into the legislative session a week and a half ago, I think, 2 weeks ago. And they sprayed us and arrested some people and roughed some people up. I don't know. I am very, very respectful and thankful for officers that keep their oath. But I have no respect and no patience for officers that don't keep their oath. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What about you?
I'm feeling the same, man. I think it's time for a change, and I can't sit here and say I have all the answers on how that's going to happen, but I definitely think we have a lot more in common, right? If we say I'm on this side or this side, like, we definitely have a lot more in common than we care to acknowledge. You know what I mean? And
I
I'm
think
not
so.
opposed to dialogue, and I'm not some kind of extremist or whatever, where it's like, no, this way of thinking is correct. This way, like, dude, I'm just a fucking person. You're a person. We're all just human.
This happened yesterday?
No, I got in a fight like 2 weeks ago.
Because there's a guy that looked kind of like you.
yesterday.
No, he didn't look like you. There was a guy last night at the Portland riot that got peppered up and his hand got jacked up. He was bragging about his war wounds today on Twitter.
Could be. But yeah, I mean, I'm just out here, man. I'm just a human. I'm just talking to other humans. I don't like put myself in a box with this and that. I'm talking to humans. You know, we're all changing. We're all growing. Change is constant. Change is inevitable. And I think if we each can agree on that and talk about what we have in common, we'll go farther than if we just hate each other. You know what I mean? Paint everybody with a broad brush is just I don't fuck with that on either side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't give a fuck about that. Like that, just like calling all of you guys racist Nazis, it's just as dumb as calling all of them fucking terrorists. You know what I mean? Domestic terrorists, right? It's like you can't do that to everybody.
Yeah, I think they're both probably exaggerations and inaccurate, but I think labeling the one side that label is probably far more salacious than the other side, because one side is going out and actually attacking innocent people in buildings. I know. But I will say that from day one, actually, since that boy, since I see those,
it's only like a certain percentage that are.
Since I've seen those boys that got shot and chopped, I've been speaking that we need to speak. The two sides need to speak since back in June.
And
I think if the normal people, if the centrist on either side, the centrist left and the centrist right, the moderates on each side, if they don't speak to each other on the other side, then the radicals on the two sides are going to radicalize them away from the other group. So I think the rational people on both sides need, because it's true. Most of the people out there in the riots are not breaking windows. They're not throwing bombs. They're not attacking people.
Right. But when the three people that do it, it becomes a whole news story. You know what I mean? And that's all they talk about.
And also, a good majority of the crowd, from I've witnessed, cheers those people on or doesn't say anything about it. I remember when way back in the beginning of June, at the protests at the Justice Center, they used to, whenever someone would get out of line like that and start being violent, somebody would shout peaceful protest, and somebody else would shout it, and then the crowd would kind of police that kind of stuff. But then slowly, that behavior just kind of spread. And, if people aren't doing that behavior, they're often condoning it or at least accepting that it's happening. But they used to police that kind of stuff, and they don't anymore.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess the vibe is like they don't like police, so they don't want people policing them and their, whatever actions they're taking. Which, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Who's to say who's right at this point? A lot of people are just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of that on both sides. I will say though, I remember you from Seattle. There was like a Back to Blue rally.
Yeah.
And I had my microphone, and it was funny because
you're the rap guy.
I rewatched the video. And I was like, yeah, I'm down to talk and have dialogue. And you're the first person that grabbed the mic, and then you're like, you guys don't want to talk or have dialogue. Right after I give you my mic. So I was just like, dude, I just gave you my mic. I'm down to talk. You know what I mean? And maybe you were just like,
even my audience told me that day I was a little heated. Yeah, you guys came in marching like 100 deep all at once, and I've been frustrated by all the things I've seen them. So I try to treat everybody with a one-on-one, right? Like I meet you the first time, and then I treat you as a new person, But that day, I didn't have that in me. I was sick of seeing these people coming in black
The
blocs.
fact that you admit that is powerful, though, because we all need to do that. We can't take like bullshit that happened from the past, or say somebody looked like you, punched me. Now I hate everybody that looks like you. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just have to treat each other as new individuals that we're meeting, and I can learn something from you, and you can learn something from me. You know what I mean? And if we just want to sit and separate, like, that's just gonna get people killed, right? And in fucking Olympia, 2 weeks in a row, somebody was shot. Like, do we want to see death? Like, do you want to see that keep happening? Because bigger picture thinking, if we don't have dialogue, it's just gonna get more and more violent. You know
I
what mean?
agree. But at the same time, there is a nuance here with black bloc. Because black bloc hides, that's the purpose of black bloc. So they might not all be doing the violent crimes, but the purpose of black bloc is to hide the ones that are doing the violent crimes. And so it's like I want to put myself at risk. I'm not saying that this is the normal behavior that people should do. I'm trying to do something different. So I want to put myself in danger and put myself in risk and give people the benefit of the doubt, who so often I don't think they deserve the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that a group of 100 people or several hundred people that walk into an area dressed in black bloc have good intentions. So I want to give them a benefit of the doubt, but I don't think other people should. And I'm starting to question if you've made that decision to come into an area or to go into somebody else's protest. I don't know if you caught some of my footage from DC on the 12th. The news media clipped some of my footage, and they made it seem like Proud Boys had just went up and attacked a group of innocent people.
They do that on both sides. Yeah.
No. I have
clips.
never once seen evidence of Proud Boys going in and attacking innocent people. They retaliate when they get attacked, or they prevent attacks from happening. What was a little bit different in DC was there was a group of 6 to 8, I think there was 8 black bloc marching in towards the Proud Boys event area, and then Proud Boys went in and started shaking them up, and they ended up beating on some of them. But those were not just in the media made it out because they got their mask ripped off real quick. So the media made it out to be like Proud Boys just went up and jumped people.
How do you feel about media then? Like mass media, like corporate fucking media, Fox, all that.
I hate mainstream media. That's why I do this.
I'm on the same page.
The reason why I did this.
Have this, like, just have this live stream, no fucking cuts, no edits, and just see what the fuck is really going on.
When the riots,
like, if they have a left wing agenda or a right wing agenda,
yeah,
they're fucking cutting it up into whatever fits their fucking narrative.
Yes.
I don't fuck with that. You know what I mean?
When the riots broke out in Portland, I went out and watched them for myself and filmed a little bit. But then what really disturbed me is that the mainstream media was reporting on it a little bit back then, at the end of May, and it did not match anything I was seeing on the ground. And then I went up to CHOP to see if the news up there matched what was actually going up there. And that's I ever since then, like before I was distrustful of mainstream media, but ever since then I have no respect for mainstream media. They are flat out liars.
See, that's a point that they would like share completely, 100%, right? And so that's a common ground point that we can be like, yo, we both hate the fucking media. And I know there's like a list of like 10 fucking maybe 15, 20 things that we can all agree on and be like, hey, this is where things are headed. This is what we all agree on. Like, can we game plan? Can we unite? And we can reach all of our fucking goals instead of constantly fighting each other, constantly being out here beating each other up. What is that accomplishing, really? You know
I agree,
what I mean?
but with another nuance, it's not quite the same on both sides, because almost just like last night, it was the flyer went out about the riots in Portland last night. It said no streamers. You're not allowed to film. These events, that doesn't happen. It happened once for like 5 minutes at the Capitol a couple weeks ago.
If you truly believe that like America is just a fuck, like, well, this is people's beliefs, right? America's a fucked up system. You've been oppressed for so long. It's gonna come to the point where you're like, okay, we have to do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to take away from their like how they think change is effectively made. You know what I mean?
I disagree because there's truth. Either they're delusional, and the government is not an oppressive, tyrannical state in the way that they're putting it. Either that's true or it's not. I do not believe that the claims that they are making about all cops are bastards, all the government institutions are institutionally racist. I don't believe those claims. So when they make those claims, I think that they're delusional, and I can't justify their actions. Believe me.
And here on their side, they believe so firmly that you not believing that, they think you're completely delusional.
But
where does that, like, I know there can, like, not compromise, but I know that, like, if they can explain to you why they feel that way, you can come to an understanding if you're not already stuck in the box of like, no, this is what it is.
If it's on
because
things,
you have that too. If you already think they're completely delusional, then you're not going to be able to change in any way, shape, or form.
If it's on things
because
that are just a mere
proof.
matter of difference in perception, then that's something that can be discussed.
Yes.
If it's a delusional perception, there's no discussion can be happening there.
Right, and I'm saying if you're coming in with the perspective of they're already completely delusional, then you yourself are stuck in a box where you don't want to hear anything.
No,
you know what I mean?
their beliefs about certain things are delusional. Like the United States government being a racist institution, that's delusional. It's just flat out not true. This is the least racist society that has ever existed in the history of the human world.
Okay, so now if somebody from that side were to, like a black person or something, were to come to you with a perspective of like, no, here's like things I can prove to you, or at least like
I've tried.
Open your mind about.
I've
would
had
you be
those,
open to that?
that
Because it's
I was.
That perspective is something different. It's hard to feel when you haven't been through that.
You can go back and watch my stream that day from Seattle that we were talking about, the Back to Blue event.
Right.
There was a black man that I spoke to, and we had a dialogue, and he wasn't making any sense, and he was just speaking nonsense.
Okay, that's one
and
person, though, you know what I mean?
But that's been consistent. When there's consistent back and forth and a coherent discussion, those arguments just have no foundation. They don't stand.
Okay, so understanding that there's a lot of anti-government sentiments here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that side's fighting the government and this side's fighting the government, why do we allow the specific reasons for why we're fighting the government?
Because your beliefs come out in your actions. Yes, I even talked at the Capitol like a week ago.
I'm saying though, can't we plan something where there's like a common ground where like, okay, these group of people agree on this action to take, right? It's not super extreme. It's not
at the Capitol event,
extreme.
like almost
like
2 weeks
that,
ago
right?
on my stream, I was calling out Antifa, and I was like, you guys, if you guys are serious about the things that you say and you believe that the government is tyrannical, why aren't you guys here with us? Why aren't they here right now? They're down in some park down the way.
But they've been putting in work against the government, though. You see what I'm saying? It's doing the same thing. They've been fighting this fight. Like, they are damaging federal property and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like you guys started to do that, and then you hop on the stream like, oh, where's Antifa? But it's like Antifa's been doing this.
But the thing is that
Even
they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're also indiscriminately hurting.
Yo, you and I both have to kill this monster that's coming at us. Are we gonna fucking sit here and debate on why we need to kill that monster?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We need to kill that monster before it kills us.
This is why.
We don't have the, you know what I mean?
Take the all cops are bastards thing. Some cops are bastards, but when you treat all the individuals in a group as guilty of the actions of that group, that's called class guilt.
I'm saying we can't paint each other with broad brushes on anything. Nothing is ever like that.
So the reason why I'm saying that,
like fucking Star Wars, only the Sith.
the reason why it's kind of hard to stand together even on a common goal, which I want that to happen. But like say they want to attack cops. They don't want to just attack bad cops. They don't believe any cops are good. So they indiscriminately attack the entire group.
I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. The dialogue needs to happen to where we can agree on, say, like, we don't have to come together and say, hey, we're just going to attack cops. You know what I mean? It's a dialogue on where we can agree on and what we can do and the similar things we have in common and the actions that we're willing to take as a unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
What's your name?
No Shoe.
No Shoes?
No Shoe.
No Shoe?
Yeah.
Hit me up on Twitter or something you can DM me on. We'll talk again,
likewise,
okay?
Man. I've read your comments get pretty wild. You know what I mean? I see how they... Yeah, but we get that. We have that on the other side too. So,
yeah, I've actually started having my
There's a lot of like, oh fuck this guy. You know, who's this fucker talking with fucking dreads? He's not black. Yeah. I can already fucking. You know what I mean?
I don't care. Those aren't my words.
I
I actually have my mods like just ban people like crazy for I can't get my. I would rather have people have ugly speech in there and just show themselves being assholes. But you get banned for that. You get reported for that. So. I really don't care what other people say. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you. Antifa press right there. Another Antifa press. I think a good. I get one last couple shots. How you doing?
I talk to you guys every time.
Is this stream any better? I'm on my non-5G phone. Is this stream any better than the last one or any worse?
I appreciate it. How much? I put it. I felt bad, but that's all anybody can ask, right?
If you're trying to work, local underground projects like
I'm hungry. I'm feeling better now. I thought I was gonna be so exhausted. I thought I was done for the day. This time, guys, all the moms in there, there's mom and me and telling me to bring snacks. I actually brought snacks. Favorite, I can't remember what they're called. It's like this fancy brand of Fig Newtons. I really like the blueberry ones. Actually, it's funny, I never knew about them before until I went to Chop. And everybody was always donating those fancy Fig Newtons to the commissaries. That was so crazy. I wish I could go back and do Chop again. It was actually really, really fun there because it was so weird. Granted, us, obviously, doesn't need to be said. The deaths and misery aside, all things else, it was just such a weird place. So strange, such a fun thing to experience. I worked at the commissary for a couple days. Actually became one of the leaders. I talked a group of anarchists one night into cooperating with the police and allowing the police to come in and put barriers in, and they thought I was one of them. It's really funny, but I did change a lot there. I went into Chop. When I first went there, I was just totally trolling them. I was there to just troll them hardcore. I thought it was just everything was stupid. Still don't think anything was good about that shop at all, but don't kind of find I have to get to choose whether your action's gonna be diplomatic or trolling for fun. And I still I gotta troll a little bit every once in a while. I got a big old troll in my heart, but no, not saying that everybody should be the same thing, but I've tried to edit my troll stuff more so I could get more of the diplomatic side of me out and try to create dialogue and understanding. It's so fun to troll. Did a lot of miles on these boots this year.
This is what you do when you can't be here.
I haven't even been watching my chat. Is that video up yet? I haven't seen anybody text me. Doesn't look like it's up yet. I still don't see it in mine. All right, it is up. knock that one down real quick. What's up, bro? What are you streaming on today, man? Eli? I'm gonna have to start streaming on a different platform and then do edits and like video on demand on YouTube. Because I have to delete both my streams up there. I had to turn my stream off while they were talking after one speaker and shut it down. And I just made it private because if somebody talks about election fraud or quotations misinformation about COVID, meaning you. Yeah.
Well, I definitely suggest you get DLive as a backup if anything.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it all set up. I got Twitch as a backup, DLive. I need to get the other ones too. I'm hungry, bro. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
There's somebody that's always telling me that I'm supposed to go to some pizza place down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Miss B, are you watching today?
Huh?
I was talking to my chat. Are you watching today, Miss B? You gonna send me a Twitter about what pizza place was?
My glasses and contacts thing. I got a headache.
Yeah.
I only wear one in one eye. So when I don't, it fucks my eyes up and I get a fat headache.
Huh. I get really bad. I can't go to see 3D movies. Those glasses that like make your eyes a little bit different dilate. I can feel my eyes just dilating the whole time.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to
yeah, it gives me a headache.
Makes me sick. Everybody was sitting up there. They're like, "Why you got your mask on? Why you got your?" Well, were you here 2 weeks ago? Did you see what they did to us? I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what we were doing. I'm not going to stand there and be unprotected. I'll tell you that.
Have you read like a lot of the mainstream media articles about that day?
Oh, it all portrayed us as fucking bad people.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
All the headlines are like white supremacists, racists storm the Capitol and vandalize windows and doors.
Yeah.
2 windows on one entry doorway got busted by one guy. Another guy kicked it too. But that's the only vandalism that happened. And man, I know that like just like any group, there's going to be some outliers that like you might not be aware of. There's probably a couple straight up racists in these groups.
Yeah.
I've never met one.
I haven't either.
All the people that I know in these groups that I've met personally, it would be like just appalling to them to ever act that way. They're not that people.
Yeah.
And the ones that possibly are, they keep that to themselves.
Well,
they know they can't say that stuff.
I mean, here's the thing: is we had a plan.
How you guys doing?
Thanks for being out here, guys. So yeah, I mean, the thing is we made a plan, and if everyone would have followed through, it wouldn't have looked like it looked. But what it looked like is a couple of bad eggs wanted to break windows, and then we left.
Yeah.
And that's not at all what happened. That was not the case. So we all had made a decision, and everybody chickened out. Everyone's responsible for that.
And they also, the state police declared it an unlawful assembly.
And it's not.
Because of the actions of one guy.
Yeah.
They were shaking, I don't know if you knew, they were shaking the doors that got broken. Earlier that morning, around 8 or just before 8, there was people grabbing the doors and just shaking them real hard, and it spidered like one of the windows.
Oh,
like it cracked the glass.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw. I
And
mean,
that's what they used to declare it an unlawful assembly.
And here's the thing, guys, like when Antifa, because everybody's making this comparison that we're the same and we're, what's the difference between far left and far right? They're destroying small businesses that have already been plagued by a fake disease, fake lockdowns, and I mean, I have to be careful here, but we are not the same. They're hurting people who are already hurt. These tyrants in these big mansions, these big state capitals, they're living lavishly. They have a high pay grade. They're getting paid fine. They're living lavishly. They're living off the silver spoon, and they don't care about us, dude. They don't care about us. That's what people need to realize. Left or right, it doesn't matter. And the fact that we're going to be compared to Antifa because one dude in the movement broke a window and everyone else was too chicken shit to stand by him?
Yeah.
Like that? No, dude.
I just had this conversation with a leftist guy. He goes to a lot of the Black Lives Matter and Antifa events. I met him the first time he was trying to rap, freestyle rap at the Back to Blue event where Antifa clashed up in Salem, or not Salem, but Seattle like 2 months ago. And like, I don't like giving any ground at all in those kind of conversations, because once you just admit one thing, they just take it and run with it. Like everything I said is true now. You admitted one of it.
Right.
But also,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know you ain't giving nobody ground, so I mean, you definitely talk people out of what they try. But I mean, that's what we have to do, because they think somehow in their distorted reality, they think that we are the bad guys, just as we assume that they're the bad guys. They think that we're here to hurt people and, you know, tear the government down. And well, no, this is a constructed criticism of our government. Okay. They've overreached, they've overextended their stay. And
like they also think that Proud Boys actually go out and just beat the hell out of people, just go looking for people to beat up.
It's because of what the media portrays.
I've never seen that happen. I've never seen a story where that's claiming it's happened, where I looked into it and I found it was legitimate. The closest thing ever was my footage in DC last week or this month. Where the media made it look like they just attacked some innocent people.
But they didn't say anything about the knifing or of the 3 Proud Boys, or they didn't say nothing about the commie cops, or you know, the tyrant Supreme Court that is supposed to be right leaning. I mean, all this is just a joke anymore, man. It really is. It's like that's everybody that saw it on stream. Well, why are you putting your mask on? Why is Jake got his mask on? That's stupid. Well, you should have tuned in last week and seen what those cops did to us. Those same exact police forces, Salem Police and OSP, and there were sheriffs there. They did that to us. They hurt us, trying to enter a building we pay for. Like
that was the most mace I've ever breathed in.
That's why, dude, I tried to go in there, but
I kept going in and coming out.
Lollygagging out.
I already told you, I think, but I actually threw my breakfast up that day. Like, it actually made me throw up. I got to where I couldn't breathe, my throat closed up.
Yeah, I was having
I went in the bushes,
like throwing up.
And then later, I was like starving, and I was trying to like, why am I so hungry? Like, I actually ate breakfast before I came to this thing today. I made sure to be prepared, and I was like, oh yeah, I threw all that up.
Yeah, right. What are you guys saying? What did you guys just say? Who's got whose name? Hello? Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, I'm talking to you, mods.
Let's step up a little bit. We talking to your mod on Discord?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
I need to do that. He's got an earpiece in, talking to his Discord mods. Yeah, he's got his game going on. Seriously though, look at Jake's setup here. He's got his live stream on his chest there, a backup camera on his shoulder. He's got an earpiece in, talking to his Discord. I don't think I could actually do that though. I couldn't do this with an earpiece in. I wouldn't be able to do the same stuff I'm doing. But I could probably figure something out to where I could pop in and out. I don't know. What's up, Snook 22? Jake is, but his stream is I'm gonna double time it so I can get up there to the more visually appealing area. Take you guys, flip the camera around, take my beautiful eyes away from you. Oh, got a super chat. Thanks for that $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Give me some pizza today. Go into my Twitter and see if I got a message about where that place is. Hello.
Hi.
I could just scroll up. It's somewhere in that text, that DM tweet, Faith. I'll be able to scroll up and find it in there. What's I going to say? Squish Face, are you here? Squish Face, is that dog here? Design a doggo tear gas mask. I bet they have them because, well, I guess they probably wouldn't, because if you needed to put a dog in a ventilator, he probably couldn't use his smell, and that's what they use them for. For those of you who have no clue, I'm talking about Squish Face. Squish Face is a member of my Discord that has the squishiest face dog in the world. Whoa, I think my boots might be starting to wear out. My heels are hurting a little bit. I was yelling something at me, I don't know what it was. Tired and wet and hungry. Hey, look at that, Jamie P. I like that guy's thinking. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. If you guys are new to this channel, there's 500 of you in here, so you're probably mostly subscribers already. But you're watching me live on YouTube. I do stream these things, and riot kind of things. Been stepping back a little bit because I'm overwhelmed by it all. But you can also follow me. Where I'm most active on is Twitter at Villain Report, at Facebook, Villain Report. Parler is at Villain Report. You can also find me on the Viking Network, the Phoenix Social Network. That's a new free speech platform similar to Facebook. It's up and coming, but I'm Villain Report on that as well. You can find me on DLive, Villain Report, Twitch, Villain Report, pretty much anything. You find me on Villain Report. And then if you guys want to help me continue pursuing this, you can hit me up on Cash App, $Villain Report, or Venmo at Villain Report, or PayPal, thevillainreport@gmail.com. Thank you all for supporting me and helping me through this the last couple months. So I was getting to a point where I was just drinking like crazy. Recently I was just hitting that whiskey hard, and started having bad started affecting my behavior and stuff. So I've been pulling back on that, moderating it, and tempering myself on that. I don't think I'm ever going to be the person that just wants to not drink, enjoy it, but it's definitely something I need to start getting into a healthier relationship with. A lot of it, I sat down and was like, really had a hard look at myself recently, several weeks ago, and just realized I was just like, I don't know if this is like a symptom of PTSD or what. I don't know if I don't even like those labels a lot of times, but I just like am always like high alert. I just can't relax. So sometimes I start taking a couple shots of whiskey to just get that nervous system to just chill out for a little bit. Like always, oh, those are some cool mushrooms. I'm such a little kid or a dog, like just mid-sentence, like, oh, look, a squirrel. But yeah, just like our nervous system is just like 24/7. The minute I wake up, just like high alert, just not nervous, like jittery or skittish or anything, just can't chill. So I've like been going about dealing with that in a less than healthy manner and just drinking whiskey, which that'll chill you out pretty quick, but not healthy. But anyways, I am first stream since no, I streamed at Christmas. So since DC, I had to come to Jesus with myself. I was like, no more drunk streams ever. No more drinking, streaming and drinking. Yeah, one thing helps me out a lot, because I also get like seasonal affective disorder. It just means the winter blues, but I get it pretty bad, especially here in Oregon. That's why I love Florida so much, sunshine fiend. But so I like to just go for walks out in nature, but then I never just get up and do it, because looking out the window, the weather always looks worse through a window than it actually is outside. But just have to like get into the practice of getting out into the. Where's all this heckling come from? I hear a liberal female on a bullhorn. Yeah, but I gotta get in the habit of just, no matter what, just put a jacket on if I need to, a raincoat, and just go out walking in the woods. Once, in a few months here, certain things gonna settle down in my life, and I'm gonna get a bulldog puppy, maybe 2. What do you guys think? I would ideally like to have 2 dogs. 1, just because I'm greedy, but 2, when you do have to leave them at home a little while, like people say that it's better for them to have a buddy with them. What do you think? Is it dumb to get 2 puppies at once, or should you just get them both at once? Get them both at once and kill the training with one shot. So it looks like there's almost everybody saying 2, but then the people that are saying 1 seem very passionate about only 1. I've had pit bulls before. I don't know why people are so against pit bulls. How are you guys doing? This your restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to shout out? He's some patriots out here, I guess. He's saying he loves America. Yeah?
Happy New Year, brother! That's what I'm talking about. Happy New Year!
I'm going to send some people to your restaurant. You guys, if you're in Salem, go check out Tiga's Sushi Bar and Asian Bistro. You guys only doing to go right now?
Well, you know what can we do? You know, it's not up to me.
Yeah?
It's not up to me, you know.
All right, well, I got 500 people in here. I hope some of them come and get some sushi from you.
Thanks, yeah, have a good one.
The one time Ninja showed up by himself, he shook my hand. I'm not doing Ninja shot. The one time Ninja shows up alone, he doesn't beat my ass. He doesn't talk shit. He tries to shake my hand to be friends.
Hey, did you get jumped last week?
Huh?
Did you get jumped last week or something?
No, I took care of some business last night.
Like a week ago or something. Didn't someone like punch on you or something?
Nope.
No?
I've never been jumped since I've been out here.
Huh.
Not one time. Yep, I've been maced several times by them, but
yeah,
I've never been jumped. No, that would have been that would have made national news.
I've never attacked one of them. I've never punched one of them.
He wasn't attacked. As a provoke.
Oh, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying that I'm actually surprised in all the situations that I've never like lashed out back at them.
Yeah, but they have a certain amount of hate for me because I'm after destroying their legacy.
Yeah.
And so every chance they get to tear me down or try and catch me slipping or get 20 of their homies around my truck, they do. I mean, they hate me, dude.
They messed your truck up last night? People were telling me they were around your truck last night.
Not too bad. They tried to break my window with a bottle. He came up and smashed my window, the bottle. But the bottle broke and the window didn't. And then he just sat there and probably broke 3 or 4 of his knuckles. Is he?
Hey, you got a 50. Linda KYD, send me a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. You guys, just so you know, everybody that sent a super chat today, unless it's glitching or something, there's no message. I assume you know, but if you don't know, you can type a little message on there, and then I'll see it. So, just so you know. Thank you, Linda K.
Come and get me, baby.
come and get me. You guys are like dogs with meat.
Is he streaming right now?
Yeah, he's talking about coming and jumping me, and this morning he got on and was talking about shooting me.
That's weird.
He goes, I'm gonna get someone to get him shot, quote unquote. Like, damn.
Ninja said that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think someone's a little butthurt they got banned on Twitch last night, huh? I'm Milton Waldrop Jr. Huh?
Where did he say that?
Mister, I live in Beaverton and we have your address. Careful. Oopsie. Oopsie.
I actually talked to Ninja one time. I had no clue who he was. It was one of the Back to Blue events, flag waves, at the Justice Center. And they chased the Patriots out and wouldn't let them leave when they were just trying to leave like normal. Uh-oh. Guys got a billy club up there.
Does this dude really have a Nerf gun? What you gonna do with that Nerf gun, buddy?
It's his pellet gun, dude. He plays airsoft.
We got a little group of Antifa here. We got the Patriot or conservative group over here. The paintball gun. Guy's got a Bowie knife on. Billy club.
Hey, what's up, man? Why you want to talk? Why you want to talk? I just know your feelings.
What are you worried about him for?
Why did somebody hurt you?
Because he's been vandalizing restaurants.
Why did somebody hurt
That's why
you?
we're fucking worried.
He's been vandalizing restaurants.
Yeah. What?
This guy?
What are you saying?
The Patriot has been vandalizing windows, huh?
Why?
That's crazy. That's
I'm
wild.
pretty.
So
I'm pretty.
what
I'm
I've
biased
seen,
and fair.
like, you guys do the
I'm biased, but
Why are you here?
looting, the rioting,
Why are
burning.
you here?
Why are you here?
I
I was here for a mutual march. I was here for a mutual march.
Okay, so then march.
Is this your city?
are you saying that that guy's an agitator from our side, and he's making it look like it's your side?
You're being an agitator.
Nice baseball.
I'm not an agitator. Huh?
We got video and pictures of that guy vandalizing shit.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? You're confronting us. Why are you here?
You came to us.
Right on. I'm not here to destroy anything.
You came to us.
I was here for a march, and you guys seem to be standing.
March went that
But you guys vandalize the businesses too, though,
way.
right?
We didn't vandalize shit. Your march went that way.
Huh?
We didn't vandalize shit.
Are you talking about today?
Nothing got vandalized.
No, this guy.
That guy was vandalizing.
I'm not trying to gotcha or anything. I'm just really you guys vandalize businesses. Why do you care if he does?
No, we didn't.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever?
Nobody in this group vandalized shit.
Yeah. What is that? A paintball gun?
Jail-based.
Oh yeah.
Fucking business owner. Who do you protect? Who do you serve? We're protecting a business. We have every right to protect this business. Get the fuck out of our city. You don't even know what your jobs are.
You gonna go cheat on your fucking wife again?
Push them this way. This no. This way. This way.
That way.
Adam, that way. They're the problem. Thank you.
Fuck you.
You guys alternate.
Hey, he's on the other side.
This guy's not with us.
He's not with
Fuck
us.
them.
This guy's not with us.
Why do you guys know very well that I let your streamers? I've protected your streamers many times. Why would you be doing this to me?
I don't know you.
Villain report.
With them and you walked up.
I'm villain report. I film everything. I'm a patriot, but I don't dox you guys and I don't attack you guys.
You guys can do me a favor? No, I just want to push this group out of here. We're protecting this business. Yes, just let us do that. Give us space and we'll do it. You have space.
I'm part of that event. Sergio, they just told me I wasn't allowed on that side. Well, they stopped once I pushed back, though. Sergio doesn't like me getting him on stream.
Well, last time you came out to wheel change, he was armed. So, just saying.
Right on. I'm not armed.
Where's the guy that they were claiming was the agitator?
Completely unarmed, buddy. Is this closed?
Just stay back. It is.
The road's closed. Can there be police take one?
So I just want to draw attention to something, audience, streamers. There are several Antifa media on our side, and we don't chase them out. There are several Antifa media on our side, and we don't chase them out. We don't attack them. It doesn't happen. Sorry.
City Street, we ain't gotta go nowhere. City Street, we ain't gotta go nowhere.
Go back to Germany.
You do not do your fucking job.
You're a piece of shit.
Hey, listen, we're not gonna keep.
Stop destroying your cities. Maybe they'll support you more.
You guys can't do your job.
Nobody? Okay, so here's the deal. Due to time, place, and manner, we're not going to allow congregation of private business. I would ask you guys to keep the peace. It's been a peaceful assembly. I would ask you guys to move back to wherever you're going. Time, place, and manner, we're not going to allow this.
So they get to stay when we gotta leave?
Yeah, because we're taking a business.
We have a First Amendment right. We have a First Amendment right. Good luck with that.
I guess you guys are gonna have to move
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
No, that's what you gotta worry about. There's about 200
Do not. Get out of the street. Get out of the street. Bravo squad up here. Go on. Go back that way.
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
The whole street shut down.
Don't you have enough officers here? Do you not have enough officers here? Tell one group to leave, but not the other. That seems biased to me. We paid for these
The road's not closed.
When they had like 15, only 15 of us, they came.
Why don't you guys step to the side and let us handle it?
He was leading their more.
So right now, the police are telling the conservative side that they need to move, and that they can't be here. But this is the conservatives' event. They made this event. They planned it. Nobody's getting permits for anything right now, so you can throw that argument out the window. They planned the event to march to the mansion and the march back. The other group came and tried to get involved in this group. The conservative crowd did not go and interrupt the Antifa side. The Antifa side showed up to the conservative event. So you guys that are just tuning in, the march was almost finished. You can see the dome, the golden statue up top. That's the Capitol. That's the end of the march. So we're almost there, and a small group of Antifa showed up and started heckling the march. The police came in and separated the two crowds. Sorry, bro. The police came in and separated two crowds, and then told the conservative group that they needed to leave and they couldn't stay. even though it was the Antifa crowd that showed up to accost the Patriot or conservative crowd.
Now basically corralling everybody on the corner here. They have one guy out. It looks like Antifa's right there. Yeah, this looks like some Antifa kids here. Oh, no, it's not. You can break through. Come get it. Come get it. Here we go. We do have another way out. They're basically trying to crowd people that way.
We've got to. This is our event. They came up to us. Why are we the ones getting pushed? This is our march. They came up to us.
This is what tyrants look like.
This is our march. We were marching and they came up to us. Why aren't you guys pushing that group?
Tyrant rule.
You guys see in the background, there's in this SWAT rig, there's a guy in soldier gear up there. It's guy, holy shit. So for those of you that are watching, the conservatives had a planned march. They marched from the state capitol. They marched from the state capitol to the governor's house and back. We're about 5 blocks away from the Capitol. We're almost at the end of our march, and Antifa, a small group of about maybe a dozen Antifa showed up and started heckling the march. And then the police showed up and started pushing the planned march. They told the conservative group that they're not allowed to be here and that they had to leave, even though the other group is the one that showed up to accost this march.
No, I was even backing the fuck up and that little bitch shot me. Little fucking bitch. Hey, what's your name, Bubba? What's your name? Fucking prick. What is it? Why don't you let us get what you're too pussy to get? Why don't you let us take care of what you guys won't, motherfuckers? What is this? What? That ain't gonna fly. You saying fuck me? Fuck you. Fuck you. So you got a fucking gun. What are you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do, Bubba? You did it to us. What you gonna do? Now you're gonna brandish your fucking real strong. The police force.
What is this right now? What are you guys doing? This is our march. They accosted us. These people are here brandishing guns on us.
Why don't you move them back? What is going on?
This makes no sense whatsoever.
What the fuck is going on right now? Why don't you guys cause a separation? What is going on? Remove this man now! Remove him now, both of them! They cannot fucking stand here! To decide in your heart what's right. Why are you holding one side hostage?
They hate us.
On the hearts of men. Are you serious right now? What about Antifa? If it wasn't for you guys right now, these dudes are getting their shit smashed in. What is right and what is wrong deep down in your heart, and you don't have long to make a good decision. You've lost yourselves.
This is insane.
You have all lost yourselves. Each and every last one of you, including myself. No more support for you guys.
Look at this.
Zero support.
So Antifa comes up and starts heckling the conservative march.
Antagonize us.
The police
stand behind him.
Leave Antifa alone and start pushing the Patriot crowd.
Seriously.
There's 2 Black Lives Matter people brandishing their guns at us on the wrong side of the police line, and the police are doing nothing about it.
Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
What are you guys doing?
Honestly, what are you doing? To become a police.
What are you guys doing
right here?
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Black Lives Matter. I just want to be clear.
This was a peaceful march. Antifa came up to us and you pushed us from Antifa. Now there's 2 men brandishing guns on the wrong side of the line and you guys are doing nothing.
Armed men coming over here and intimidate us.
You guys know there's 2 armed Black Lives Matter guys right there brandishing their guns?
Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, that's okay for them. That's crazy. That's wild. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is
insane.
Break the law. Fuck everyone. Who do you call?
Piece of shit!
Thank you, Cheryl Morrison. So those of you guys that aren't aware of what's going on, the conservative crowd had planned a march. We're getting kettled by the police right now.
Let's get it.
So a group of Antifa came up and accosted the march. The march had been completely peaceful. Antifa came up and started accosting them. The police came up and split the two groups up. Then they started leaving the Antifa alone and pushed the Patriots out, telling the Patriot or the conservative crowd that they have to leave. Two Black Lives Matter members here came up to our side of the group and started brandishing their sidearms and threatening brandishing a pepper ball. The police are just watching them doing that. They're not doing anything. Why are these guys on this side?
Hey, if you're not intending to do that, make sure that thing is not pointed in my direction. Thank you.
That's fucking incredible. Yeah, you should have told them to move to the other side.
That's our direction.
Fuck you. Fucking weak-ass individuals. You gotta carry around weapons.
This is the Salem Police Department.
Crazy. These guys walked up to the side, got in front of everybody, in front of the police, and then pulled their guns up, their shirts up to show their guns.
Clearly.
You're all
Just so it's all clear.
disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Hide behind their fucking race and their guns.
This is the Salem Police Department. It's been declared an unlawful assembly.
That's right. Get back.
Thank you.
Bye, commies. Thank you. Why didn't you do that earlier? Why did you let him say your piece?
Fuck you guys.
Move back to the Capitol, please.
We're asking you guys to leave and
Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may
We're
result
asking
in
you to
force
leave and get the
against
fuck out of our way.
impact munitions
This is so
and up to
crazy.
tear gas.
What's that do to you guys? Move back to the Capitol, please.
This is literally the craziest thing I've ever seen
Let us get those
at any of these events.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
They're gonna beat this shit back.
Oh, fuck.
Shit! I didn't think. Yes!
Holy moly.
I got shot.
Yeah, I got hit too. Where the fuck? It's a public sidewalk.
The police hate this crowd now.
I got fucking hit.
Can you believe what just happened?
No, I can't. I cannot believe it. At least I get heavy-handed. You fucking bastard! You No, police are round shooters. You got two PBs down. One here, one there. What? You got two.
Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful
Just
Holy moly, guys. Now would be a great opportunity for any of you that want to help support me. Cash App, Venmo. This is so intense. These cops literally hate us. They let those Black Lives Matter guys just walk right up into our group. Antifa came up and started heckling the march when it had been peaceful. They separated the two groups and started harassing the conservative group, not the Antifa group that came up as agitators. Shortly after that, two Black Lives Matter members ran up and on the conservative side of the line, ran right up in front of the police with a pepper gun, threatening to mace people with their pepper gun. They pulled their shirts up, showing their handguns on their waist. The police just watched it and did nothing. They did nothing. After they split the line, two Black Lives Matter guys ran up to our side, stood right in front of the police, pulled their shirts up.
No, it's because they work for Antifa and BLM.
They pulled their shirts
They'll
up.
bow down before
started
them
brandishing
and
their handguns.
Suck their dicks. But freedom-loving American patriots. Oh, we're the enemy. Guess what? It's coming, bitches. It's coming. It's coming.
This is actually like existentially terrifying that the police department in our country is doing this.
Yeah.
They literally hate us. This is the People's Republic of Oregon. Have you guys in chat, have you ever seen something like that before, where they just let the Black Lives Matter guys run up on our side and start brandishing their guns? They're holstered. This is insane, you guys. I'm tripping out that just happened. Antifa came up to heckle the peaceful march. It had been completely peaceful to that point. And they separated two groups and then pushed the peaceful protesters, the peaceful marchers away, and let Antifa to their own devices.
What's up, Dylan? Did you see everything happen?
I was right there. That was the most.
Antifa came out of an alleyway?
I got there after Antifa came out. The police came up and split the two groups up, and then they started pushing the marchers, the conservatives.
What was that two big bangs?
That was there was a couple like loud. The last two?
Yeah.
Those were flashbangs. They're just disbursement rounds. But they had two Black Lives Matter guys run up to our side of the line, right in front of the police, with paintball pepper gun, and then they both pulled up their shirt and like brandished their hip holstered firearms, and we're just like they were like threatening people with it.
In front of the police.
The cops did nothing.
This is intense.
It's insane.
I know what happened with you the other day, where I think they tagged you as Antifa and they started harassing you.
Yeah.
And I know you're pissed about that.
Yeah, it is what it is. They've been trying to get me for months. This is insane. I can't remember your name.
Barry Johnson.
Barry. What the hell do you think that was when those two Black Lives Matter guys ran up brandishing their guns and the police did nothing?
Right. That's bullshit, dude.
It doesn't make any sense to you at all?
And the dude fucking pointed his shit at me. And I begged him to shoot me.
Yeah.
I'd fucking knock his fucking ass. I don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. Fuck that shit. My life matters too, motherfucker.
What? Can you make any sense of what just happened?
No, what the police did was wrong, dude. They shot me 3 times in the fucking leg.
Were you there when Antifa came up?
Yeah.
They just came up out of nowhere and started accosting the march?
Yeah.
And then they pushed, for some reason, the police pushed the marchers and not Antifa.
Right.
That makes no sense. There's Johnny Cash. Oh, it's a good dog. Need some Johnny Cash right now. Did you see that when the Black Lives Matter came up and the guns and the police did nothing?
That was gunfire? That wasn't a flashbang?
No, that was flashbang. But when they separated Antifa and the Patriot crowd, then 2 Black Lives Matter come rushing up with a mace gun, paintball gun, and then they pulled their shirts up and showed their hip guns, and they were threatening. They were threatening it. They were his police officer, Black Lives Matter guy.
Like arguing for you? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird. Yeah. So you know what? So I'm really confused. I have fought for those guys for 10 months. 10 months I have showed up at every event. Flag wave! Semi-right, you know what I'm talking about. Back in the blue. And they sit on it. Last week, I believe in law and order, but this ain't law and order. They need to pick a side, and hopefully it's the right side.
Well, they want law and order, but they don't care who the members of that society is.
What's up, motherfucker?
I'm Villain Report.
Who are you?
Villain Report.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
The Black Lives Matter with the guns?
Happy New Year, Patriots! Hey, Lewis, we're coming for you! Hey, Lewis, we're coming for you! This is your year, brother! Your year!
I've never seen anything like that before. I'll just say initials from my Snapchat, or I mean Cash App, you guys. I'm not going to say names for privacy, but MQ, thank you so much for that. That's so generous. Thank you. L, I know you. I didn't see this one before, so this one's a little older, but thank you, L. Focus what I'm doing here real quick. But, I appreciate those, you guys. I cannot believe this is happening.
You tell us we're unlawful? You're unlawful!
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest. Fail to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force use against you.
Fuck you, traitors! You
Ammunition or up to tear gas.
We're on the wrong side of history, You are choosing the wrong
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You are all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse and comply with these orders may result.
This is insane. I've never seen anything like this.
stupid bullshit.
Did you see those Black Lives Matter guys run up with the guns? They ran up. Yeah, right in front of him. They ran up right in front of him. They separated Antifa and us. And the two Black Lives Matter run up all hard with the pepper mace gun. And it was pointing at people. Then they get up in front of us, like as close as you are to the cops. In between you guys, pull up their shirt and they're brandishing their guns, threatening people. Police did nothing. They watched it. Yes, I got it on video. I got it on my stream and on my video.
Sorry, man. I was trying to get out of that.
But yeah, I got it. I've been recording this stuff for months. I've never seen anything like that. The police just watched it. Thank you for getting that on video, brother. I've never seen anything like that. Put my gas mask on.
Got me in the back.
Don't hit me in the back.
Good.
What happens specifically? Antifa or coming?
Right there. Oh yeah, right there. Did you feel it? Yes, I did. What about right here? Nope. Yeah. I carry it.
Fail to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Oh, they're kidding.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you to include impact munitions.
So this guy's peacefully resisting. He's going to sit down and just get arrested. So they are going to pick him up. So he got hurt by a shot.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025.
So I guess they just gotta be right.
I hit like 3 of them.
Okay, we hit 3.
Oh, they're coming at us.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
10K.
If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, including impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Is my Viking crowd watching this? I know you guys probably can't hear me, but are my Vikings watching? Angry, Gator, you guys watching this?
Commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you will be subject to arrest.
This is we the people. Obey your constitution. Be an American.
I take one of my filters off and try to talk. I don't know if you guys can hear me. But if you don't know what happened, we're here at the Salem Capitol. Conservatives planned an event today, starting at the Capitol building, and they marched to Governor Kate Brown's mansion. They marched back towards the Capitol building. It's been peaceful the whole time. About 5 blocks away from getting back to the Capitol building, Antifa, a group of about 12 of them, showed up from an alleyway and started heckling the Patriot crowd, the conservative crowd. Then police showed up pretty heavy in force. They split the crowd, they split Antifa from the conservative crowd, and they separated them. But then they started focusing on the conservative crowd and pushing them and telling them they had to leave, even though Antifa was the one who showed up agitating the event. Once that happened, there was a police line, and they started getting pretty aggressive with the Patriots. They shot them with talcum powder balls, several of them. 2 members of Black Lives Matter ran up very aggressively to the Patriot side of the event, feet away from the police line.
2 or 3 feet away from the police, 2 or 3 feet away from the conservatives. They had a pepper gun, they were pointing it at people. They pulled up their shirts and started brandishing firearms on their hips, handguns, and the police just watched it and did nothing for maybe about 20 minutes. And then finally, one of the lieutenants came up and politely asked the Black Lives Matter gentleman to come back to the other side. I have never seen anything like that in any of these events. I've never seen anything like that.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You are all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do
Thank you
not
for the
disperse
super chat, Girl
immediately,
Joe.
you'll be subject to arrest.
Thank you, AU, for the super chat. I appreciate
Failure to
that.
disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas. This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
This is the First Amendment. This is the First Amendment. This is the First Amendment. We have rights.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS.
Shut up! We don't want to hear your message. We are free people.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Fuck off! We are free people!
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with
Failure
you?
to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Fuck you! Can you hear me now? Fuck you! We no longer back
This
the
is
blue!
the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly
You are not American!
pursuant to ORS
You are no longer
166.025.
American!
You are all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
We have revoked your
Failure
right
to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you,
You
to
are
include
not
impact munitions
American!
and up to tear
I don't
gas.
give a shit how much you say that. We don't care. We will not comply. We are not your slaves.
I see that message, Joey. I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you, bro. Thanks for looking out, bro.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to ORS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Fuck you!
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest.
Yeah, can you see that now?
Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Oh, you guys are hiding Antifa. Great job. Way to go.
This is the Salem Police Department.
Shut the fuck
This
up!
has been declared an unlawful assembly.
You're an unlawful assembly.
You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
Anybody got a lighter?
If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force prosecution, to include impact munitions and up to tear gas.
Fuck blue line. Fuck you, blue line.
Well,
We helped you.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to RS 166.025.
Front of the police.
Fuck the
You're all
blue.
commanded to disperse from this location immediately.
We tried to help. Where's some American Spirit? Who's got the
Not
better line
disperse
than this?
immediately, you'll
They're
be
coming.
subject to arrest.
Jesus Christ!
Shove it up your ass.
Disperse or comply with these orders may result in force.
They're starting to, they're getting ready to burn a Back to Blue sweatshirt.
More SWAT at the Capitol.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to RS 166.025.
That's your sweatshirt?
That was my sweatshirt.
See? You call me.
I'm done.
I'm not going to stand for cops if they stand for arrest.
This is one of the ladies that's been.
Huh?
I was telling my crowd, you're one of the women that's been pretty big and strong in organizing the Back to Blue waves.
Oh, I'm not an organizer. I'm just.
You're just dedicated to it. But you're at all the flag waves though.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That just worked me off though.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to RS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force against you, including impact munitions and up to tear gas.
This is fucking bullshit.
Is this the Salem Police or the Oregon State Police?
both.
This has to be a straight order from ground. It has to be a straight order from her. Nothing else makes sense.
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately,
This is insane.
subject to arrest.
Insane.
Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you.
The only thing that makes sense is that this is a direct order from Cape Brown. I guarantee you all the news articles tonight are going to call all these people white supremacists and racists and agitators.
You guys pick your side. We ain't done shit violent. We ain't burned nothing. We ain't fucking hurt
This is
nothing.
the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to RS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location.
You guys, if you didn't,
Disperse immediately, you'll be subject to arrest. Failure to disperse or comply with these orders may result in force used against you.
They have picked the losing side.
And up
can you
to
hold
tear
this
gas.
for just a moment?
This is the Salem Police Department. This has been declared an unlawful assembly pursuant to RS 166.025. You're all commanded to disperse from this location immediately. If you do not disperse immediately, you'll be subject to
Where
arrest.
is my ride? That's all I'm looking for.
I got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dude, all I was doing was filming.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what's happening, if you just came in, the conservative crowd in Oregon formed a protest today, starting at the Capitol. They marched through Salem to the governor's mansion, about 2 miles. Everything was peaceful. Nothing was destroyed. No vandalism, no violence, nothing. On the way back, the group got back about 5 blocks away from the Capitol, and a small group of about 12 Antifa showed up out of an alley. The conservative crowd and the Antifa crowd started forming up and heckling each other. The police then came and divided the two groups. Once the groups were divided, the police turned their attention to the conservative group and started telling them they had to leave and started pushing them. You gotta watch out behind you, fence. Once the police started pushing the Patriots, the conservative group, the police started getting aggressive. They shot some people with talcum powder balls, a little bit of mace, I believe.
Look at that. I got shot right in the face. There's a little mark right there. He shot right in the head, bro.
And so the police were very heavy-handed there. And again, I want to say that this was a peaceful march through the city. Nothing had been destroyed. Nothing had been damaged. No violence had happened. And
we have committed no violence. We haven't broken nothing. We haven't burned anything. We have harassed no businesses.
Once the police started getting aggressive with the conservative crowd, two Black Lives Matter two black men wearing Black Lives Matter clothing, one of them was carrying a pepper mace ball gun. They ran up very aggressively onto the conservative side. With the conservatives were maybe 6 feet away from the police line. The Black Lives Matter guys ran in between the two groups and started pointing their paintball gun, their mace paintball gun at the conservatives. Police did nothing. The Black Lives Matter gentlemen then lifted up their coats and revealed their handguns on their hips and started brandishing them and threatening. They left them holstered, but they were brandishing and threatening the conservatives with their handguns. The police watched this and did nothing for about 20 minutes. And then finally, one of the lieutenants from the police department came up and asked the two gentlemen if they would come to the other side of the line. And then the Black Lives Matter guys walked to the other side of the line. This is the only way this makes sense is that Kate Brown gave a direct order for this. How you guys doing?
Good, brother.
This isn't. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never seen this before. This is unreal, unbelievable.
I've been in this crap for 8 months. I've never seen the police do something like that.
I've been doing this since 2017, man. I have never seen the police do anything like this. They literally turned their backs to Antifa, who had guns, openly carrying guns.
Not even openly. They were brandishing that. They left them holstered, but they were threatening people with them.
Absolutely, they were. And they turned their backs on us, and they started firing off rounds at us.
The only thing that makes sense to me is that this is just a direct order from Kate Brown.
Absolutely, it is.
No, it's them following suit to that fucking city councilman.
I bet you if we Googled right now, we can find some headlines that say far-right supremacists, white nationalists, racists are storming the Capitol again.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
You gotta throw in that white supremacist part too, don't you?
Like, that's what I've said. Like, I have been out here at these Patriot events for months.
Yes.
And I'll admit, there's probably like a rando here and there that's probably straight up racist, but they don't ever say anything. They know that doesn't fly. And then all the people that I have talked to and known, that shit's not any of us.
No, it's in every side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't say somebody's a white supremacist or this person's racist, but it's only on the right.
Yeah.
I've been telling people that all the time. They get every organization known to man, they are going to be racist.
Some sort of racist person in that group.
Villain Report on YouTube. Yep.
My name's David.
David, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just got here down from Portland about half an hour ago, just in time to watch them chasing Antifa that way. At least I think that's what was going on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Villain Report.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
I missed it. I was getting ready to leave and then shit popped up. I had to fucking loop back around and find a fucking parking spot.
Yeah.
So what happened? Was there an actual clash?
So we were about 5 blocks away from the Capitol, and then a group of about 12 Antifa came out of an alley. I got there just after that happened. So I got there as the two groups were starting to form into a confrontation. That lasted just a couple minutes, and the police came up and split them up. And then the police turned their attention to the conservative, the Patriot crowd, and started pushing them away and left Antifa alone, even though Antifa are the ones.
first thing he does is point his fucking weapon at two people with fucking arms just because they're carrying
Here?
a fucking sign. Yeah.
I ran up too late. What happened?
Fucking cops over there fucking pointing their fucking weapons at people for no fucking reason. Because they're saying shame and carrying a cape outside. Don't you have it? No.
Nice man pointing guns out of the window there. The door under the tree branches. The window to the left of it.
You fucking treason coward!
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Holy moly, this is crazy. Rebel.
Let them fire half of you guys. Don't care no more. Let them fire all you guys. We don't care no more. You guys are fucking worthless.
Fuck firing them. Let them face the fucking Patriots.
Let them fire you guys.
1776 2.0.
We don't need you. We are the Patriot Party. Defund the cops. I don't care.
Man, I gotta start carrying my Camelback with me. This is the worst time to be thirsty. So if you guys are new to this, I'll tell you again, I know that I'm repeating myself, but people coming out of here, but I'll do my spiel first. You watch me live on YouTube, Villain Report. I've been doing this stuff, streaming riots and patriot events and protests since last May. I've been recording them since May. If you like what you see, you can check me out on Twitter. I'm most active on there when I'm not streaming, at Villain Report. Also, my backup streaming channels are, I've got a whole bunch of them, but right now the main ones are DLive, Villain Report, and Twitch, Villain Report. You can follow me on those. And then you can follow me on Facebook, Villain Report, Parler, at Villain Report, Phoenix Social Network. That's a new social media platform based around free speech. It's similar to Facebook. It's up and coming, putting it together. That's Villain Report on there as well. If you want to help support what I'm doing with the cost of resources, equipment, travel, that kind of thing, you can hit me up on Cash App, $ Villain Report. Someone's gonna get shot tonight. So many people really, really hot-tempered and carrying guns. Cash App is $ Villain Report. Venmo is at Villain Report. PayPal is thevillainreport@gmail.com. Hey Jake, you do me a favor? In that top zipper, the horizontal zipper, the little tiny one, we open that up and grab one of those little lights out. It's a little LED light.
Below the chocolate bar?
Yeah, they're Fig Newtons, man. You can have one if you want. They're really good.
I don't see a light. Oh, one of these?
Yeah. Let's take one. All right, thanks, bro. Yeah. Did you zip it back up? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Got tyranny coming, you guys. Hey, you guys remember 14 days to flatten the curve? Was that 10 months ago? What was that? It's 8 months ago? Yeah, about 8 months ago, huh?
Hey, where is everybody? Where are people?
Everybody's dispersing.
Everybody's just...
Yeah.
This is where they get on the vans and they take off. Right? I mean, I've seen them do it with Antifa.
I mean, a whole group of them just went in the building, the police.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Bye, girl.
Naked commies without taxpayer dollars. Fuck the Gestapo.
Oh, clear.
This is crazy, you guys. This just in, by the order of the Queen, Kate Brown, the First Amendment has been canceled. How you doing, man? You remember 14 days that flattened the curve?
I know. I think I was on it.
Yep. It's 8 months now.
Yep.
This is crazy, man.
Is that bandana like never get up in front of your eyes?
Sometimes.
So narrow. Sorry, can you get the light out?
What?
Oh, the light was mine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like such a narrow strip. I feel like running or whatever.
Yeah, I'm an anonymous reporter for the most part. So.
No, yeah, that's no worries there. I was just curious about the practicality.
Yeah, every once in a while it slides down. The helmet, it doesn't work with the helmet so well.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Guy was that riot rapper guy from earlier. Yes.
Here we go. Walk on this flag and then burn it. Here we go. Anybody walk on a flag? Spit on this fucking flag. Step on that fucking flag. And then we're gonna burn it.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
And then we're gonna burn that fucking thing.
Can I say
Throw the
something?
cops.
Wait, before you all do that, that is an American flag.
That is not an American flag. An American flag has
They
nothing else
protect
on it.
them. I get
That
where
is
you're
not an
coming
American
from.
flag.
That stands for fallen officers, not these ones. These fuckers have fallen. They have
This is not an
fallen.
American flag, and we're gonna burn it.
Come up with money right now to control They have fallen.
Yeah.
No, I know, I get it. That is it. They are the skirt. They're just like that.
Anybody want to walk on this? There you go. Fuck you. Yeah. I've been there for you all fucking summer.
5 committed for treason. I am a citizen of the United States.
Fuck
You
every one
have
of you.
been declared to
Fuck
be
you.
treasonous.
Been there for you all fucking year.
Only one punishment for treason. Treasonous.
Fuck the blue. Fuck you.
This guy's been on the other side of the Back to Blue events. I spoke to him earlier. He was on the Antifa BLM side up at Seattle. Talked to him on a couple streams. He's actually like, the two sides are somewhat agreeing to face the Back to Blue flag. Is that Trey over there? Is that the secret police? So is Operation Legend vans. Dude, it's gonna be crazy in DC this week.
Go home. Go home. Tell your wives and children how much of cowards you are. And how you traded your love for treason today. Go home and tell your wives and children that you are cowards.
Hey, Boop Troop. This villain. Did you see what happened over there on that line?
I got there like kind of a little bit late.
Jared?
Nara.
No. Oh.
I'm a newer streamer.
Right.
We were over at the park, and then we came over here and got them arresting some of the patriots. Like, and then they started throwing the orange smoke. That's like right when we got there.
Antifa came out of a corner, about 12 of them, and then started accosting the march. The march had been peaceful up until that point. After a couple minutes, the police separated the two groups, and then they turned their attention to the conservatives and started telling them to leave and ignoring the Antifa. Then they had two Black Lives Matter guys come up with a paintball gun, mace gun, pointing it at.
I was watching Jake's see that happen.
Did you see the two guys that came up and lifted up their shirts, started brandishing their sidearm?
I didn't see that, no.
And threatening people with the sidearm. The police just watched it for like 20 minutes and didn't do anything. It was weird. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
In all these events, I've never seen the police do something like that.
No, what a crazy way to start 2021, right? Yeah, it's like brand new protest. Yeah, I don't know. What time did you get here today?
Oh, pretty early. I got here at like 12:30. I went up to the mansion first before everything, and then a group of people came up and like they put locks on the gate and tried to lock Kate Brown in her mansion.
Really?
Yeah.
Tried to lock her in there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get going. Be safe, man.
You guys be safe. Is that Ryder? No, I'm not Antifa. I know there's probably a million people in my chat saying that right now. I just don't give a damn. I will talk to whoever I want to talk to. And I will try to get information and dialogue. I think the only way we're gonna have, like, even if war breaks out, even if things get really bad, the best outcome is if we have the two groups talking to each other. Joanne, thank you for that super chat, $20. And I see the numbers are rising a little bit here, so I probably missed several of them, but thank you guys so much for helping me out. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I came up and I saw the aftermath where they were already telling everybody to leave, and I saw everybody was dispersing, walking away, slowly, but walking away and moving away, which is what we were doing.
Yeah.
And then I was shot in the leg. You're good. Sammy was shot in the arm.
Interesting. Yeah, I had some
And
stuff
so-
shot my way, but
They were lined up over here, and I took my mask off and I said, "You guys shot Audra with Cops Northwest. Why?"
all right, take care.
Anything? I said, "I was just walking away."
Audra, did you see when the two Black Lives Matter guys came up and started brandishing their firearms in front of the police and they didn't do anything about it?
I didn't see any of that. I came after the officers were already calling it an unlawful assembly and telling people to leave and get out of the street.
Yeah.
And then I had moved over to the other side of the road and moved down a little bit when they dispersed whatever that was, the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's when the guns started being shot at us. And I got hit in the leg.
Pretty good welt. I mean, it feels like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay now, but I just didn't know. I didn't know what it was at first.
Right.
Because I didn't know why I even had anything shot over in my direction.
Did you go down or just
No,
went?
I just grabbed.
You just grabbed.
Yeah. I think it just mixed.
Proud of you, boy!
So those of you who don't know, this is Audra from the group Cops Northwest. She organizes almost all the flag waves at the Justice Center for Back to Blue. She came out here. Were you planning on being here today, or did you come out because of what you were seeing?
No, I planned to be here.
Yeah. And the cops shot you with, what was it, talcum balls?
I guess. I don't know what it was.
I don't know if you remember.
The white powder?
Yeah.
I forget the name of the.
I was walking away after they said you started an unlawful assembly. Did the little smoke bomb.
What are your thoughts on this after months and months of doing these flag waves and then them shooting you?
I'm a little shocked and disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know what to say right now.
Is that a Back to Blue neck gaiter you have on right now? I can't. It looks like it might just be black and white.
I
don't see a blue stripe
I
on.
have my Cops Northwest shirt on.
Yeah, Tammy took her sweatshirt off and was gonna burn it.
I mean, I'm not in the position to burn stuff yet. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's a process. I'm going to have to really think about some things because, you know, I've defended them when patriots have started to lose their faith in them. I've still tried to defend them, and I don't know. There's a point where, you know, we weren't doing anything over there. You know, people were starting to move on. They give Antifa and BLM plenty more time than what they gave us. So
It didn't make any sense. Antifa came up to the Patriot group while they had been peacefully marching. They started accosting. They agitated their group.
Right.
The police split them up, And then they just turned away from the Antifa and started telling the patriots they needed to move, and they started being really aggressive with the conservative patriot crowd.
Right.
It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. And then those two Black Lives Matter men ran up, pointing a pepper gun at people, and then brandishing and threatening with their holstered sidearms. The police just stood there and watched it for like 20 minutes, and then they finally just asked them, "Hey, can you guys please come on this side of the line?" It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This car's trying to leave. All right, thanks, Audra. This is crazy, crazy. Never seen anything like that. I'm still in awe. So I won't give another recap of that because you guys can hear what I just hear me telling everybody. I'm gonna go pet this guy. Can I pet your dog? Yeah? This isn't Johnny Cash, is it? No, this is a different one. What's his name? Or her name?
Oh, are you a patriot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't tell.
Yeah, I know. I always have a lot of black on because I used to dress in black box so I could film the riots. So a lot of my gear is black. But oh, it's a good dog. Yeah, I'm Villain Report. I'm a live streamer. I stream these events.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, what's her name?
Mike.
Mike for the girl dog name?
Oh no, the dog's name is Zoe.
Oh, you're Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Zoe.
Yeah.
I think I might have pet Zoe before. That I remember that name. You come out to these events.
We've only been to the Proud Boy rally down at that park.
Delta Park?
Yeah, Delta Park.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Oh, it's a good doggo, Zoe.
So nothing happened too much tonight, huh?
Oh,
Very peaceful.
No, it's it was peaceful until I'm gonna turn this light down.
Until Antifa showed up or something.
Yeah. So I've been repeating this over and over. They had marched from the Capitol to the governor's mansion and then back. They got about 5 blocks away from the Capitol getting back, and everything had been peaceful up to that point. Antifa, about 12 of them, came out of an alleyway and started accosting the marchers, and then the marchers and the Antifa started facing up. That lasted for a couple minutes, and then the police came and split the two groups up and separated them. And then they turned their backs on Antifa, ignored them, and then started pressing the patriots really aggressive, or the patriots conservative, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it was weird. Because Antifa were the ones coming up agitating the peaceful event. And then the police started getting really aggressive with the patriot crowd, or the conservative crowd, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. And they started shooting them with pepper balls, talcum balls or whatever. And then we actually had 2 Black Lives Matter people run up in front of the police line on the conservative side, right next couple feet away from the police and the patriots. And then they had a pepper gun, paintball gun, and they were pointing it at people, and they lifted up their shirts and showed their sidearms, and they were brandishing their sidearms holstered and threatening people with it.
They had their hand on their guns?
No, they just pulled up their shirt and showed it, and they were just kind of just gesturing, and just trying to intimidate people with it.
Yeah.
And the police just watched it for about 20 minutes before they finally asked them to step on the other side of the line.
Could that be something to do with Wheeler and that lady, the governor? What's her face?
Kate Brown?
Yeah, is she telling the cops to go after?
That's the only way that it makes sense to me, is that it was an order from Kate Brown. Are you from Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I'm still kind of bewildered about it. I've never seen the cops do something like that before. It's strange. You have a good night, sir.
They know we're on their side.
Well, I don't know about that anymore. People, they just took a back the blue flag over there and threw it on the ground, and everybody walked on it because they were so mad at it. That's how they just got treated.
Who was walking on it?
The conservative crowd.
Wow, they were so mad at the cops.
Yeah, if you would have seen the event, it was just jaw dropping what they were doing.
That's terrible.
Yeah. We have a good night, sir.
Okay, take care.
See you later, Zoe. I'll try to.
We all said the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we all left, marching back towards the Capitol grounds, and that's where we encountered the whole interaction and just
What do you say?
Oh no, I'm just
okay. I think that might be it for me, guys. You guys seen Rebel? Yeah.
What's up, boy?
How you guys doing?
What's up, bud? I don't look like a soy boy no more.
Have you guys seen Rebel?
They are left.
They left?
Yeah.
All right.
Zero and Rebel already are.
Were you guys up there when all that went down?
Yeah, I got hit.
Yeah, I got hit several times.
I got hit. He got hit like 4 times.
That was weird, man.
I just came because someone called. I don't know who it was. They just called me out for a medic.
Oh yeah.
I was staying at my place, and I don't know what was going on. All I see is JJ's on stream and Sam's, and then next thing I know, I'm being called out here by I think a Proud Boy.
Huh.
So I'm like, shit. If they're calling me, they need someone. Because Audrey got hit. These 2 idiots got hit.
I almost got arrested. They surrounded me.
It was just so strange because the event was peaceful, and then Antifa came up and accosted everybody, and they focused on the conservative crowd, not Antifa.
Was Antifa here?
Yeah.
Oh, Bush Park.
No, they were over there. That whole the whole place where all that went down, like 12 Antifa came out of an alley and started accosting the marchers.
You want me to read out that?
If you want to. Yeah, they were behind the fucking police line. They should have defended it.
All right, you guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna walk and read chat for a little bit, but that's it for me. Everybody else is just kind of hanging out and socializing.